So everyone wants to know how to start, grow, and maintain a successful YouTube channel. How to turn your passion into something that you can actually make money of just by sitting in front of a camera and doing you. And some of you want to turn your passion into an actual full-time job, just like a lot of us here on YouTube. Well, that is exactly what today's video is going to be about. A lot of you saw me go from 0 subscribers to 1.5 million subscribers in under 2 years. And a lot of you also saw me go from doing a nursing job, working 2-3 jobs at a time, to working for myself now as a successful YouTuber known all over the world. And a lot of you are interested in knowing exactly how I did this. And this is what this video is going to be about. So I advise you to grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and grab some napkins because I'm going to be spilling all the tea today. So you might need to wipe some up. I didn't have a famous YouTube friend, family, husband, nobody. And I have been able to successfully do this and maintain it for going on 4 years now. So if you want to know how to start, grow, and maintain a successful YouTube channel that's going to change your whole life, then continue to watch. Hi family, welcome back. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Mercy. I am an RN BSN, and on this channel I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty. I do a little bit of vlogging. I talk about feminine hygiene, home decor, clean with me, natural hair, you name it, I do it all. So if any of those things sound interesting to you and you would like to join the family, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. And also please make sure that your bell notifications are turned on so you never miss another video. With that said, family, let's get right into the video. As I said, today's video is going to be all about starting, growing, and maintaining a successful YouTube channel that could possibly replace your full-time income. I'm going to be sharing all of my tips, tricks, and secrets, everything that I have used to get me here today. This is not your textbook version of how to start a YouTube channel. This is going to be based on my version of the story and what I have done to get me here today. And if a lot of you have been watching me for a while, like I said, you've seen me go from literally 0 subscribers in my old apartment to just living my lifestyle the way I want it right here in front of your eyes. And I've done it successfully for about 4 years now. All right, so I'm going to be showing you and telling you all of my experiences and what you can do to get to this level as well. So I encourage you to really make sure that you're number 1, subscribed to the channel, and that your bell notifications are turned on. So whenever I post like the part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of this video, you'll get a notification. That way you never miss another one of these videos. A lot of you have seen me go from 0 subscribers and struggling, fighting, and crying, making my way from those 0 subscribers to over 1.5 million and gaining over 113 million views within the last few years. I'm going to share all my tips and tricks with you, and I know that you can do it too if you really pay attention to what I'm saying and execute it your way. All right, family, so the number 1 tip I can give you is just start. I'll get a message from somebody, for example, named Sarah. Sarah wants to start a YouTube channel. She'll message me in, let's say, January of 2021. By December of 2021, she's still messaging me, asking me, Mercy, how should I start? What should I use? This and that. It's been a whole year and you're still asking. Just start. Don't overthink about it. Don't think that people are going to make fun of you. Don't think that you're not ready. You don't have the equipment. You don't have the money. You're not in the best house. None of that. Just start. The best way to start is to start. You have to start today. Everybody wants to be a YouTuber. They have these great ideas. They feel like they are so talented. They feel like they have everything to show to the world or teach the world, all kinds of values, but they sit on it and they wonder, when should I start? How should I start? Where should I start? Just start. The second tip I want to give you is to identify your target audience. Who's going to be watching your videos? Is it going to be babies? Is it going to be little girls like Nadia? Is it going to be grown women like myself? Is it going to be 60-year-old women? Is it going to be 30-year-old women? What are you going to be teaching them? Are you going to be teaching them about hair? Are you going to be talking about home decor? Are you going to be talking about makeup, hairstyles, clothing, cooking, Bible, praying? What talents do you have that you want to share with people? That is most important. The worst thing you can do is finally start your YouTube channel and you don't have a focus. You have to have a focus and you have to have your target audience. For me, a lot of people don't know this, but my target audience were initially nurses. I actually wanted to start my YouTube channel as a nursing student, but as I said, I was so scared to start. So I did nursing twice, right? I got my LPN, and then after that, I went and got my bachelor's degree, which was a few years. And all of that time, I really wanted to start a YouTube channel to share my journey, but I was so scared. I thought I was not equipped. I was so scared to start that I stopped myself, and I didn't start my YouTube channel until I became a nurse. And I think I was in a few years after, my bachelor's, was it? No, it was about a year into my bachelor's program when I got my first job at a hospital. That's when I finally decided to start. So my target audience were nurses, and I wanted to show new nurses, aspiring nurses, or even PCAs, or anybody who wanted to become a nurse, what to expect, how to do it, how to take the NCLEX, how to study for your state boards and all of that. That was my target audience. And once you identify your target audience, there are two important things you want to think about. Number one is, are you going to be providing value, or are you going to provide entertainment? YouTube is all about value. Nobody wants to watch your videos if you're just talking about yourself, or not creating or providing any values. Nobody's gonna care, especially when you're new and nobody knows you. Nobody cares. Your videos have to be valuable to someone. They have to watch it and learn something or gain something from it, or they have to be entertained. It has to be entertaining to them. So those are the two crucial things you want to think about: adding value to people's life or entertaining them. Number three is to find your niche. Your niche can be your people, your family, as I like to call my people. They can be your tribe, they can be your audience, whatever name you want to use. You want to find your people that can relate to you, people that like your personality, the things you're talking about, the value or the entertainment you're giving to them. And the way you do that is by picking a subject, like I said before, posting several videos within that subject, and see which ones your audience or the few people that are watching you are going to click to. For me, again, originally my niche was nursing. It was about teaching nurses whatever I could teach nurses, and then it grew from there. I started doing nursing videos and talking about nursing videos, and I remember one day, I don't remember exactly what the video was, but I had my natural hair out. I had been growing my natural hair for about a year and a half or 2 years at that point, and I did a video. I would always wear wigs, but I did a video and I had my natural hair out, and I mentioned that that was my natural hair. And surprisingly, a lot of people were interested in my natural hair. They wanted to know how I was able to grow my hair to be that full, that natural, and that beautiful, I guess. So a lot of people showed interest. So I said that I was gonna make a video and show you guys, the process of how I take care of my hair, how I got it to grow that long, and how I went natural. And I did that, and literally that video blew up. I'm telling you, that was my first viral video. I went from getting maybe 5-6K on a video after months and months to getting 100K on a video within 2 days time. And that's how I was able to find what my audience really wanted. I still had a lot of audience who wanted to know about nursing topics, and I still do till this day, but I also had a large amount of people who wanted to know about natural hair. So I started to make more videos about natural hair. And as I made videos about natural hair, people started to pay attention to my background. They would say stuff like, "Oh, where did you get that chair from?" Or "Where did you get that vase from?" Or "Where did you get this and that and that?" They wanted to know how I set the stuff up, where I got it from, and if I can teach them. So I started doing home decoration videos, and that too blew up. Maybe it was because of my personality or the style of the way that I was doing my video. I went from having one niche, which was or niche, which was the nursing niche, to natural hair, home decor, clean with me, and a whole bunch of stuff. And it works like this for a few people, but sometimes it works when you only have one thing that you're talking about. So if your thing is home cleaning, just do that. Clean as many homes as you can, or as many places in your home as possible. As long as your audience are gravitating towards that and loving it, continue to repeat the process. If you did a hair video and it didn't work out, move on from that. Go try cooking. If that works out, continue to do that. Don't do a cooking video knowing that it worked out and then go back to hair videos knowing that it didn't work for you. You have to be smart to know what your audience wants and stick to it. The next thing we're going to talk about are your equipment. So you already started your channel, you already found your people, you already know what concepts you're going to be talking about. Now let's talk about equipment. A lot of people get hung up on equipment, and I get it because the qualities of YouTube videos nowadays are crazy. But I encourage you not to worry about that. Today, you can literally grab your phone, whatever phone it is. It doesn't have to be an iPhone. Grab your phone and start filming your videos. But if you have money to invest in a camera, a good quality camera, do that. I'm not gonna sit here and say that the equipment doesn't matter. It does matter, but don't let that stop you. If you have a phone, if you have an iPhone, Android, whatever your phone is, if it has a good camera that you can use to film videos, go ahead and use that. If you have money to buy a good camera, go ahead and use that. And I'm gonna get into details. Like I said, this is a series, so we're gonna talk about all of these little parts that I'm talking about in more details in separate videos. But this is just an overall blanket of everything you're going to need to start, maintain, and grow a successful YouTube channel. So your equipment are going to be your camera. You're going to need some kind of camera, whether it's an actual camera or a phone or an iPad. Some people use their iPad or their Note or whatever it's called these days, right? You're also going to need internet connection because you're going to have a way to upload, download, and program your videos, right? The next thing you're going to need is lighting. Lighting can be studio lighting or daylight. Again, if you're just starting out, don't worry too much about having fancy lighting. Just grab your filming equipment, whether it's your camera or your phone, and look for natural lighting. You can sit in front of a window, you can go outside to a quiet spot and film. You can literally do anything with natural lighting. Or if you have some money to invest into lighting, I encourage you to get a ring light. Ring lights are one of the best lightings you can do. Lighting is important because if you're filming a video, especially if it's a sit-down video or if it's a tutorial, you want people to see what you're doing and what you're teaching them. Or if you're sitting here talking like me, you want to be able to be seen by your audience so they can know who they're talking to, right? Unless it's a voiceover video, right? So lighting is very important. But when you first start out, I don't want you to worry about fancy studio lighting. Daylight is one of the best lighting you can get. So if you're filming something outside, for example, that is the best lighting you can get. Or if you're indoors, you can use window lighting, which means you can sit in front of the window or a door or a nice opening to your house where the light flashes and hits your face in the best areas. You don't want to turn away from the window. You want to be facing the window where your light is facing you, if that makes any kind of sense. But if you do have a little bit of money, then I will say invest in some studio lighting, like a ring light, for example. The goal is to make sure that you are visible in the camera, or if you're doing a tutorial where you're showing somebody something, make sure that they can see it on the video. And the last thing you're going to need in this category is your location. Your location is important as well. You don't want to be talking about feminine hygiene as you're sitting in a dirty room with your underwear all over the place. You also don't want to be talking about home decor when you're in a messy house. I don't know how to describe that, but your location is very important. You want to sit in a clean spot, something that has less distraction and just looks nice and appealing to the eyes. Or if you want to film your videos outside, go to a pretty spot like, your downtown area or a nice little, park in front of a beautiful house, just like your IG models do. When you see those beautiful pictures, it's usually not their house or in front of their house. They're usually downtown or at a nice little coffee shop or ice cream shop or something like that. So yes, your location is very important. If you're going to be doing sit down videos, make sure your background is nice, clean, and organized and well lit so people can see you, kind of like what I have going on here. The next thing we're going to be talking about is what is your content going to be about. We've already touched on this, but it is very important for you to have a focus on what your content is going to be about. And once you identify that, it's important to stick with that. For example, let's say I came here today and said that I was talking about natural hair, and then 5 minutes into the video I'm telling you about where I went yesterday, how I got there, who I met. That's going to turn your audience away, and that's going to make them not want to come back. If I tell you I'm going to talk about how to grow your natural hair, I better start the video telling you that, hey, my name is Mercy. I'm going to show you about or tell you about how to grow your natural hair. And then the next thing you should see is a quick little intro and then me getting into how to grow your natural hair. If I'm sitting there talking about, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about how to grow your natural hair, and then again, 2-3 minutes into the video, I'm sitting there talking about, well, before we get to the video, let me tell you guys who I saw yesterday and what they did to me and what they said and how I responded. That is not why they're here. You want to get straight to the point, and you want to make sure that your intros, and this is one of the craziest things that I see, you want to make sure that your intros are very, very short. A lot of people ask me, why is it that over the last 4 years I haven't changed my intro? My intro is very short. It's a little background that says my name, and it's like a little bell sound. And a lot of people want to know, why haven't I changed it? Why don't I have a video of me doing this and that? Guess what? It works for me. It's fast. It says what it needs to say. It does what it needs to do. And I get to the point. It has been working for me, and that is how I got to where I got today. So I don't want to change it. Maybe in the future I may change it, but again, you don't want to break it. Not break it. You don't want to fix it if it's not broken. So that is why my intro stays the same till today. So don't have a super long intro. Again, you're going to tell people about how to grow your hair, and then 30 to 60 seconds of the video is your intro. Nobody cares. Nobody want to see those little Instagram videos you have popping up, or the little dance moves, or this and that. Nobody cares. The more simple your intro is, the better. And it should be fast, very, very fast, just so you can get to the point. So again, identify the content you want to make, do a quick little intro, and get straight into it. And make sure that, again, you're providing value, entertainment, or inspiration, because that is literally all people come to YouTube for. When people feel like they can learn or gain from you, they will follow you. That is the most important part. The next thing we're going to talk about is your approach. This is where your personality comes in. A lot of times I see new YouTubers just jump on the platform and try to copy someone. That is the worst way to kill your dreams, especially your dreams here on YouTube. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be inspired by a YouTuber or you shouldn't do what they do, but you want to put your own personality into it. The reason that person is blowing up is because of their personality. Think about it. There are a whole bunch of natural hair gurus out there, or even a whole bunch of makeup gurus. Every single person has a different number of following and influence, and that is because of their personality. That is because of the approach that they use to film their videos. If you try to come on here and try to copy me, that's gonna sell you short. Because you have so much in you, you have so much potential, you have so much of a personality, and trying to copy me will sell you short. You're not going to be able to show who you really are, and anybody who watches your video is going to know that you're copying somebody who already exists. You might get a few views here and there, but people are going to want to see you. What do you have to offer? What do you have that Mercy doesn't have? Or what does Mercy have that you don't have? Because I can make a video about hair and maybe get 100 views, and somebody else can make a video about the same hair and get 50,000 views or 1,000,000 views. It's all about your personality and how you present your stuff. So don't copy people. Get inspiration from people, but do not copy people. The next thing we're going to talk about is everyone's favorite: consistency. Everybody hates this because literally every YouTuber says you have to be consistent. And this is for a reason, y'all. You have to be consistent. Consistency is not just in how often you post a video or having a schedule. Consistency is in everything you do. You want to be consistent in how you film your videos. You want to be consistent in how your video styles are. You want to be consistent in your approach. You want to be consistent in your personality. You want to be consistent in your topics. You want to be consistent in everything you do. Let's say, for example, you come on here today. I'm sitting here with my legs crossed and I'm talking to you about how to become a YouTuber or how to grow a YouTube channel, and I have this exact tone. You're watching me and you like it and you can relate to me. Then the next video you click on, I'm sitting here with my legs open, I'm speaking very loudly, and I have loud music in the background. My background is messy and nothing matches the first video you saw from me. That's gonna be a little confusing. You have to be consistent in everything you do. If you start out with a clean background, keep it that way. And I'm not telling you to change who you are. If you're a loud person, be loud. You'll find your people. There are loud people out there who want to identify with people who they can identify with, right? Some people don't want to be sitting here with their legs crossed and talking like this and this. People want to be loud. They want to be free. They want to be who they are. So if that is you, start it, keep it up, and stay consistent with that. So again, consistency is key in everything you do when it comes to YouTube. You want to have an upload schedule, which that does not relate to me here recently, but that's a story for another day. But yes, you want to have an upload schedule. You want to have a certain number of video that you post every single week. You want to have a certain background. You want to have a certain settings. If you're doing all sit down videos, make sure your background is the same, or if you're changing it out, out. Maybe you change out the flowers if they die. Maybe your candle ran out, so you got a new candle, something like that. But don't have drastic changes every time people come to your videos, because it is going to kill you. Again, that's going to be the fastest way to lose your audience interest and the slowest way to gain subscribers. The next thing we're going to talk about is patience. This is the fastest way that a lot of people here on YouTube die. They start out, they see other people, posting videos and getting hundreds of views and thousands of subscribers, and they're like, yeah, I'm prettier than that person, I'm smarter than that person, I'm better than that person, I can do YouTube, I can start making 4 or 5 videos, and by the time you know it, I'm YouTube famous. YouTube takes time, it takes effort, and it takes patience. It took me 1 year, a whole year, to get my first 1,000 subscribers. And let me tell you, I was advertising myself to everyone. People at my job, people at my school, if I was going to school at that time, people in the grocery store, every single member of my family. I would meet random people and say, hey, my name is Mercy. I have a YouTube channel and I talk about this, just like I do on here. I would really appreciate it if you can subscribe to my channel. It took me a year of doing that to get 1,000. And think about it. Sometimes people think the number 1,000, especially on YouTube, is not a big deal. Think about filling up a room with 100 people. 100 people that you're sitting in front of and talking. And then think about 1,000 people in that same room. Think about how many people that is. That is a huge number. So it takes time to get that amount of followers. Unless you're just a popular person, you're just gonna jump on here and gain all of these subscribers. Or unless you attach yourself to someone who's already famous by either dating them or creating drama around them. But I'll tell you right now, that is the worst way to start too, because if you start a YouTube channel that way, very quickly you'll realize that you might gain the subscribers or the few views, but if it was by drama, once that drama is over, you're gonna go back to square one. So you're gonna have your 1,000 subscribers and you have no talent, you have no substance, no personality, and you're stuck. If it's by dating somebody, once that relationship is over, that notoriety is over as well. People are gonna stay with the person that, was famous in the first place, or the person they liked, unless you manage to destroy that person, if that was your goal. But you have to be really strong to do that, because things like that just don't work out. So the best thing to do is be authentic, be yourself, be patient, and grow your own channel so you can gain your tribe, your people, your family, or your audience. Another thing people think is that you can just start a YouTube channel and start being YouTube famous or start making the YouTube money. Those are lies, big lies. Again, number one, if you're not connected to somebody who's already famous and try to use their fame to gain yours, or if you're not already a famous person yourself, you're gonna work your way from the bottom up just like everybody else. In every single video, you're going to beg for subscribers. There is a reason why people who have even tens of millions of subscribers still tell their audience to subscribe. That is the fairest, is that a word? Fairest, most genuine, most honest way to gain subscribers. Is not by trying to steal them. It's not by trying to create controversy. It's not by trying to destroy somebody for something they worked for. It's not by any of that. Like I said, it might work for a little bit, but it's not going to continue, because once the drama or the relationship or the soap opera is over, you're going to go back to square one, and nobody's going to want to subscribe to you. Nobody's going to want to follow you, because you didn't have any substance in the first place. The second thing is to make money on YouTube is to grow your channel and be consistent and be relevant for a very, very long time. First of all, YouTube has a requirement. So the requirement to become a YouTube partner and monetize your channel is to have 1,000 subscribers. Again, make sure you're gaining those subscribers in the best and fairest way possible, and to also have 4,000 watch hours. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. The watch hour is not for joke. I got my first 1,000 subscribers. Like I said, all of this took me about a year. So I got my first 1,000 subscribers, but it took me forever, I think about 9 months to a year, to become a YouTube partner, which means I was monetized, right? So the watch hour is very, very hard to get. Don't think that just because somebody has maybe 1, 2, 3,000 views on each of their videos, or maybe they have 10,000 views on one of their videos, that means they're a YouTube partner. No, it takes a lot of views, a lot of views. It's in the hundreds of thousands of views for you to get your watch hours, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into that too. Also, once you get your 1,000 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours, the next thing you got to worry about is if you're in good standing with YouTube. So let's say you started a channel and you have a lot of controversy, a lot of people are reporting your channel, you're getting a lot of negative feedback, or a lot of your videos are getting disliked. This could also be a bad thing because you have to be in good standing with YouTube, plus your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours to be monetized. And then when you get monetized, again, just because you have maybe, let me be nice and say all of your videos add up to, let's say 50,000 views, you're still not making money. Even 100,000 views, you're still not making money. YouTube pays you pennies on the dollar. It's gonna take millions, and I mean millions of views for you to say, I can quit my job or that I'm making YouTube money. It's not a few 100,000 views. YouTube also takes 45 cents of every dollar you make on YouTube. So again, it takes a lot to be YouTube famous or YouTube rich. It's gonna take a lot of videos, a lot of views, a lot of consistency, a lot of watch hours, and a lot of work to start making the kind of money that you see a lot of people make on YouTube. That's why I always say, I don't know how many times I've said this, but I always tell you guys that YouTube is hard. YouTube is not easy. It's not as easy as some people make it. I grew from, I want to say 100,000 subscribers to 1 million subscribers in a few months time, but that was because within that short amount of time I identified a certain strategy that worked for me and I stayed consistent with it. And I'm telling you, 2, 3, 4 videos a week I was putting out, and it took that amount of consistency, hard work, and dedication to really gain the notoriety and grow that fast and start making any kind of YouTube money. And you guys will see too that once my consistency slowed down, everything slowed down too. At one point I was getting from 50,000 to 60,000 subscribers in a month's time. If I had gone that route, I would be at maybe 4 or 5 million subscribers by now. But I had a lot of stuff happening in my life. I had a big setback, or even multiple setbacks, that really slowed me down and got me, you know, kind of stuck to where I am. I'm still growing a little bit, but it's nothing like it was when I had that consistency and that, you know, just consistency, when I had that consistency going. So that is very important as well. So don't just see somebody open up a YouTube channel, grow to 1,000 subscribers and get 1 to 10K views and you're like, oh my God, this person is big on YouTube. No, even the biggest YouTubers, myself included, they have to stay consistent. They have to be getting videos or views in the millions to be able to make money. And even with that, the views from YouTube is not what makes you YouTube money, right? You have to be likable. You have to have a personality, and where your money really comes is with brands, sponsorships, and other marketing ideas. And speaking of other ways to make money on YouTube is your monetization. Okay, so you started your YouTube channel, you are consistent, you have good lighting, you have beautiful videos that people like to watch, you already met the YouTube requirements, you are within good standing, you meet everything we just talked about. Now it's time to apply for the YouTube Partnership Program. And once you get accepted, your videos get monetized. Monetized means that advertisers are paying YouTube or Google to put their ads on your videos so that they can get seen by your audience. The views are very important. Like I said, 1 million views can get you maybe a couple of hundreds. People think that when you get 1 million views, that means you get $1 million. No. Sometimes 1 million views means that you get $50 of that video, right? It just depends on, again, the engagement, how much people are watching it, how much YouTube is pushing that videos, and a whole lot of stuff that goes into it. So 1 million views can make you a lot of money, or it can make you $10, $50, or $100. It just all depends. You will never be able to know how much a YouTuber makes just by the amount of views they have. I guarantee you that with everything in my body, you will never be able to know. There's a lot of factors that goes into it. The direct monetization from YouTube, from the views, is not what makes YouTube money. Another route would be advertiser. That is where a bulk of the money that YouTubers make come from. Advertisers or brands are willing to pay you good money, or at least what they think you're worth, to put their products out there for other people to see, and that's how YouTubers make money. If you want to be successful at this YouTube thing, the main thing you want to worry about is to gain subscribers and gain views. Then the brands are going to find you. They're going to give you their rates or their offers based on your audience and the amount of views or interactions you're getting on your videos. And that is the way that most YouTubers make a bulk of their money. It is not on the views, I promise you. The amount of subscribers you have does not guarantee how much you're gonna make, and the amount of views you're getting does not always guarantee how much you're gonna make, unless you're getting millions and millions of views to be able to count those views as actual YouTube money. Another way is through affiliate marketing, where there is a brand or a company that you are attached to, so you share their link, and then every time somebody purchases something, you get a percentage from whatever they purchase, or it's a monthly thing where you get, monthly income from your associations with those affiliate companies, if that makes sense. Another way is to sell products. You can make your own products because now you have an audience that you can sell to, and the products that you make has to make sense with your brands. You can do that with physical products, you can do that with digital products, you can do that with services, you can do consulting. Whatever it is, you can create something that your audience are already interested in because of the kind of contents that you have, and sell those things. Last but not least, you started your channel, you know what equipments to use, you know who your audience are, you know what videos to make, you know how to market yourself. You applied for the YouTube partnership program. Now you're a partner. Now you're getting monetized. How do you stay in the game? The best way to stay in the game and stay successful and relevant is, number one, if you are yourself, just like I talked about in the beginning. No drama or stealing somebody else's clout, or attaching yourself to someone, or just doing things the backhanded way is going to help you. You have to have a brain of your own. You have to have a brand of your own. You have to have your own personality. You have to have your own ideas. You have to have your own to be able to sustain a successful YouTube channel, because all of the drama, the stealing, or the attaching yourself to someone, it might work for a little bit, but in order to be on YouTube for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you have to have your own idea. You have to have substance to you as a person. You have to continue to reinvent yourself. You have to continue to improve yourself, and you have to continue to stay true to who you are. The minute you get contaminated, and trust me, I'm a witness of this, everything is going to go downhill, and coming back up the hill, oh my God, it is the hardest thing you can do. Find your audience, find your niche, find your people, and stick to it. Don't let anybody or anything get in the way of that. So with that said, those are my tips on how to start, grow, and maintain a successful YouTube channel that's going to completely change your life. All right, family, that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure that your bell notifications are turned on so you'll never miss another video. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Gono on Instagram. If you did like the video and you want to see more of it, please comment YouTube down below. That way I'll know that you guys want to see a lot more of these videos. And like I said, I want to take all of these topics and go into details with them, and make sure to set you up so that you can succeed on your YouTube journey. All right, family, thank you all again so much for your love and support. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next one.